How much does it cost to have James Hardie siding installed on your home? My name's Corey Getz. I'm with UHQ Construction, and today we're going to talk about how much does it cost to get James Hardie siding installed on your home. Well, there are multiple factors that come into play when we're trying to figure out the cost of a project. So in this video, we're going to talk more about what those factors are when it comes to the cost of James Hardie siding. So let's get to it. The first factor when we're considering how much does James Hardie siding cost on somebody's home is the square footage of the home. Now, it's actually not just the square footage of the floor plan. In this consideration, it's the square footage of the wall space that the James Hardie siding will be installed to. So we look at all of the areas on the home that the James Hardie siding will be installed, and we measure those areas width and height, so that way we can figure out what's the square footage of siding replacement needed. We also need to factor a waste factor. A waste factor is something that we use so that way we can consider when we cut boards and some of them go to the trash because they're not long enough to use and people don't want a bunch of seams on their house, then we factor in making sure the house is going to look good by using a waste factor for your home. Factor number 2 when considering how much James Hardie siding costs on your home is how hefty or how heavy the James Hardie siding is. I can't tell you how many times we've bid our siding project against a competitor that's a one-man show. He's a handyman, or he's Chuck in a truck, or Tyler in a truck, and he says, I'm just gonna put it up myself. Well, if you want a good-looking installation on James Hardie siding, then you're gonna need at least 2 people on that crew, and having additional labor costs additional amounts. Now, at the same time, there is efficiencies in regards to having multiple people on the crew, that the project will get done faster than if it's one person making all the cuts, hanging all the board, and nailing it all up. So the weight of the Hardie and the amount of people on the crew determines the amount of time and the cost involved in your installation for James Hardie siding. The third thing you need to consider when you're looking at the cost of James Hardie siding on your project is the architectural design of your home. There are many different styles to homes, and depending on the style and the features on your home, it can affect the cost. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. So where we just have a square boxed out ranch house is gonna have less architectural details than an old colonial house or a historic home built in the 1900s. The fourth factor when determining how much your James Hardie siding is going to cost on your home is the style of siding that you're choosing. One of the best parts about James Hardie siding is not only do they offer it pre-finished with the Color Plus technology, but in addition to that, it's available in multiple sizes and styles. So lap siding is the most common, 8 1/4 with a 7-inch reveal is typically the most economical in the statement collection. But they have many other great lap sizes, so you can go wider, you can go more narrow. In addition to lap plank siding, James Hardie siding also has vertical board and batten. They have shake style in a straight or a staggered edge shake. So there's multiple options, and depending on which option of those styles of siding you choose, will affect the price of your project. So number 6 on our list is, what color do you want your siding to be? Well, there's a few different options when it comes to the color you could choose. Number 1, you could choose a field applied paint. Now, most homeowners are not choosing field applied paints because the reason is it has more maintenance to it. You know, if you're gonna buy a new car, wouldn't you buy the new car pre-painted? Why would you spend that much money on your new siding and not get it pre-painted? So a majority of homeowners now buy the Color Plus technology. The Color Plus technology comes in 3 different color options. Number 1 is the Statement Collection. So the Statement Collection has 20 colors and a few different trim colors. And this is what 80% of people decide to choose for their home. So the Statement Collection offers a nice array of colors that are common for the market. Number 2, second collection is the Dream Collection. The Dream Collection has 700 colors to choose for your siding and trim. So a lot of people will say, hey, I really want my trim to match my siding, or I want a certain color, and they want it pre-finished so they get the 15-year finish warranty, so they'll go to the Dream Collection. Now, if you're just not sure, and you do want the pre-finished product, but you're not sure how to curate that color collection, James Hardie has partnered with Chip and Joanna Gaines for the Magnolia Collection. And the Magnolia Collection is a curated collection of colors that a homeowner can go to and you can look at and say, well, these are gonna be great fits for my home, and helps you fit into a great color that you're gonna love for a long time. So there's many different color options, but most people are choosing the pre-finished Color Plus James Hardie siding. Factor number 7 when determining how much your James Hardie siding is gonna cost is what is underneath your old siding. So a lot of times underneath people's old siding, depending on the age of the home, they have an insulation board or Celotex, different things that are underneath. And a lot of times, if there's no moisture barrier underneath there, which a lot of older homes were not built with moisture barriers or house wrap, then there could be moisture that gets into that underneath layer. We call that the decking layer. So underneath your siding is your decking layer, and then underneath your decking is your framing and your insulation, which is your thermal barrier. So when you're looking at having your James Hardie siding replaced, this is one of the areas that other contractors will cut corners, and they'll try not to replace the underneath decking even when it's bad. And so it's good to choose a contractor that will give you that option that you can replace that decking when needed. Sometimes our homeowners say, look, Corey, I don't know, I don't want to commit to it up front. We'll wait till it sees when we bring it off. We take off the old siding. If we find it, then we'll replace the decking as we go. If there is decking that needs to be replaced, there will be additional costs at that point. Number 8 on the list is the expertise of your team that's going to install the siding for you. James Hardie has a contractor alliance program where they rank their contractors based off of volume and customer satisfaction. You want to choose a qualified contractor, a contractor that is higher up on the scale. Now, if you're trying to save money, you could choose a contractor that does a lower amount of volume. But if you really want it done right, because with Hardie board, it's a great product, but if it's not installed properly, you can have issues, then you want to choose an elite preferred contractor in the James Hardie Contractor Alliance program, such as UHQ Construction. So those are 8 factors you want to take into consideration when you're trying to determine how much the James Hardie siding should cost on your home. Because at the end of the day, it's an amazing product. James Hardie siding and trim comes with a 30-year warranty, and the finish comes with a 15-year warranty. So making sure you get the project done right and all of these factors are taken into consideration, that's what's really gonna hold the value for your siding for the duration of the product. Now with UHQ Construction, we don't do any high pressure sales. UHQ stands for unrushed, honest quality. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna be honest with you and provide you a quality project. So that's why at UHQ Construction, we can provide affordable siding solutions that are guaranteed to last a lifetime. And what we mean by that is we offer a lifetime workmanship warranty that is unmatched by any of our competitors in Central Indiana. What we believe is if we've installed it properly to the manufacturer's specifications, it shouldn't fall off, you shouldn't have leaks, and you shouldn't have issues. Your product should look good and your house should look good for a long time. So if you're interested in a quote, call UHQ Construction today at 317-884-3140, or click below or comment below, and we can reach out to you and we can set a time for one of our trained project consultants that are experts in James Hardie siding replacement to come out, look at your home, sit down with you, and go through all these factors. They can seem like a lot or kind of daunting, especially if you're not sure what the process looks like, but I can assure you this, that our team at UHQ Construction, we care most about customer satisfaction, taking care of our customers, doing a good quality project that we can be proud of and that you can be proud of for your home. So call us today if you want a good quality contractor that you can trust for your James Hardie siding project when investing in your home.